Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome back to another episode of Force to Win Podcast. It's your boy Frank Nino. Got my homegirl Leticia J. Great God.
Peace, y'all. Peace.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, family?
Doing all right, man.
You all right?
I'm good. I'm good. And you?
Right.
Yes. We're here for another episode, man. You know, we're gonna learn a lot today. We're gonna learn about the art of rebranding. We're gonna learn about being an independent artist, steps to take. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna learn about the grind. We're gonna learn about actually forcing the win from the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Because Great God is definitely one of them guys, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
So, we like to start the interview obviously by taking it back to where are you from?
So originally I was born in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Okay.
Midwest, to be exact. That's where I'm from.
And then you came out this way at what age?
So in 92 is when I went to Brooklyn.
Okay.
Yeah, 93 is when I went to Brooklyn. Yeah. And then Rochester, Syracuse, and a bunch of places in between because, you know, we was running around doing the things that we like to do. So we would spend, you know, maybe a month here, a month there. Cleveland, we played in Cleveland a lot. Maryland. That's why I say that in the Larry Bird record. I played Maryland like Lynn Byers. You know what I'm saying? But Syracuse is the place that I've been at the longest. Syracuse is like I've been in the Q longer than anywhere. So even before the Midwest, I've been there longer than I lived in the Midwest. So. Yeah.
Obviously, that's where it treats you good. That's where you feel most comfortable.
You was living in Ohio before you moved to upstate?
In Ohio?
Yeah, you wasn't living in Ohio at all? I thought.
Nah, I never lived in Ohio.
Never lived in? Okay.
We just went to, so we was in Cleveland, and that's how I met like the middlemen. Like when we was doing, you know, a mixtape run, we was in Ohio heavy. You understand? And then a couple of my homies was already out in Ohio, but I met two good brothers out there, and we ended up just really like kind of being out there for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But not no long extensive amount of time, but you know, like maybe 2-3 weeks at a time. But through the span of some years. You know what I'm saying? Like that was like a second home kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then music. You've been doing music for a while. But when did you come out as Great God?
So the Great God rebranding and coming out as Great God one thing you're gonna learn in this interview is I'm terrible with dates. But it had to been 2019 maybe.
Pre-pandemic.
Yeah, right before the pandemic. Me and my man PRD was going real heavy. Me, PRD, Sammy Jesus, we was going heavy. And PRD was really the one that was like, yo, son, like, you got it. You got it. You know what I'm saying? Like my brother G, he, you know, all of my immediate family would tell me, but PRD was somebody that had the resources and he had the relationships, my man from Brooklyn, that could actually, you know what I'm saying, get the work out there and get people to really see it. So he used to just be like, yo, quit playing. But I was so caught up in the streets and trying to do, you know what I'm saying, it's hard to
get to that bag.
Yeah, it's hard to devote your life to something that you've been doing for decades, but you never really see no money off of it. And then just for you to say, well, I'm gonna devote all my time to that. You know what I'm saying? But I had to just really just say, at some point, I got to put all of my time and energy into
all your eggs in one basket.
Right.
Yeah, I got to try it because I never did that. I was always 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Drop some music, then don't drop some music. Drop a tape, then drop a tape another 6, 7, 8 months, you know, later. So in this new era, it's like now you got to keep dropping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, consistency is definitely the key. You got to catch the algorithm because now it's about algorithms.
Right. Now, exactly. Now it's about algorithm. Now it's about being on top of the content. Being on top of the visuals and really just, you know, being on your grind, forcing it. Like you know what I'm saying? You gotta really force to win.
You gotta be forced to win. A lot of y'all motherfuckers wasn't out there back then when you really had to get outside, press your own shit up, have 55 DVD burners, CD
Oh,
burners.
yeah,
You feel what I'm saying?
yeah.
Press your shit up, get the covers, get your copy machine. You feel me? Get the list of the stores.
Now
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we know all about that.
Yeah, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? That's how you used to go viral back in the day, though. You feel what I'm saying? Get bootlegged by the Africans, make it go viral.
Right.
Once you get bootlegged by the Africans, right?
By you?
Everybody goes to the yeah, by me. I was one of them Africans because I got a mixtape store. You know what I'm saying? I had a mixtape store.
Right.
I was on both sides of the spectrum. You feel me? So I knew what the fuck was going on. I was dropping mixtapes. Going to see the Africans on 125th. We going to Jamaica.
Get whatever was hot on
We going to Jamaica Ave. We going to Canal.
Yeah.
Shit was hot. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We drop it. You know what I'm saying? You got to make sure once you get over there, that's how you go viral. If shit hot, you go viral. You should end up in Ohio. You should end up in Cali.
If you was on Canal at that time, then you knew that you was booming.
Yeah, if you was on Canal.
You was booming.
Yeah, so you drop your shit off on Canal, right? You come back 3 weeks and you see a faded cover and shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You up?
Yeah,
now Jamaica Ave too though. Don't get fucked up.
the Coliseum, all that.
Yeah. Jamaica Ave. Man, shout out to my nigga Amadou on he was Midtown. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to my nigga Amadou and all. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Only real niggas know what's going on. Like if y'all niggas wasn't outside like that, then y'all don't know what's going on with that. You had to really be in the trenches. Now you can press the button and put out content and you know what I'm saying, and be consistent.
You ain't gotta gas the
before
car
you had to get outside.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It was outside time.
Yes.
For real.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
There wasn't no, you know what I mean, like internet. I can go in your inbox and your DM and you know what I'm saying? Like
you had to bring it.
We gotta bring it back though. We gotta bring those days back. I wish you shut the internet down for maybe
a year,
maybe half a year.
Yeah. It definitely gotta come back, and that's why I put out the mixtape the way I put out the last one. My last project was Power, and I put that mixtape out for that reason, because it's like these kids don't really understand the power of a mixtape, and that mixtape is what like, man, like you said, that's
the power. The
power of having a mixtape or being on a DVD was like you said. That's the only way you could go viral. Yeah, you had to be on one of them DVDs, or you had to be running around with. You had to be at MOS with Miss Sonia.
Sonia moved to Africa, I think. Right? She done moved to the motherland.
Yeah, she moved to the motherland. She done made so many millions off of the mixtapes. Yeah, she got up out of here. But yeah, man, that was a different time. So yeah, I'm familiar. I'm familiar with
and all that. Damn.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that era.
Yeah, that era was serious.
Mm-hmm.
You know
so obviously, with the rebranding, you had to do a name switch. Great God. What made you come up with Great God, and what does it mean to you?
So Great God to me means. So when the switch was two different things. Like it was like I gotta have a name that it's only gonna be me come up on the Google. Cause I had a name that when you put the name in, 1,000 things came up. Understand? So that was part of my plan when I came up with the name. Now another part of that is just having knowledge yourself. And being with the Lost 5% Nation. So I used to hear, God, you great. You understand? So I said, okay, we're gonna put them two together, and this is how you get Great God. The reason that I made Great GAWD though is because I didn't want to be put into a box to where it was like he's a direct representative of one thing. So for me, the GAWD means getting all we deserve. Because the first time we left a lot on the table. But this time, we coming and we're going to get all that we deserve. Me, Sammy G, Thump Mendoza, Louis Vuitton. We're going to get everything.
That's part of the God Squad?
Yeah, that we're going to get everything. It's more key players, but those are my brothers, and those are the people that have to get what they got to get before anybody get what they get, because they've been there. Sammy G was there with me when you talking about CD towers and staying up all night. Him waking me up, I'm recording him. He waking me up, recording me. You understand? We did that we did that. So we got to get all we deserve. So that's why it's GAWD.
Damn.
Yeah.
Another motherfucker.
Yes.
When you do that in front of me.
Too?
No, I don't want to. I don't want that.
Give her a hug.
No, I don't need a hug.
Give her a hug. Give her a fucking hug.
I'm so tired when he does that. But anyways.
Because niggas
we gonna air that next time.
Okay.
Yeah, we air that.
Thank you.
I don't know what you want to do.
I don't wear wigs, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Anyways.
It's all right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but so that's very important that my brothers that you know we got to reap the benefits, man. We did it, and you know we getting the acknowledgement now that we appreciate so much. That's why I talk to all of my fans the way I do. I interact with them.
Now you interact.
Yeah, you're really good with interacting with your fans.
Independent artists, when you're coming up, definitely. That's one of the things you have to interject into your marketing, your promo plan. When you're on IG or on Facebook or on YouTube, go live, interact with people.
What do you call it? The God Hour? Usually at 7.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah,
you know
so that's
how you build that cult following.
Yeah, I try to my hardest to drop at 7 o'clock. Mm-hmm. So 7 is the God. And like in the mathematics, it's knowledge, wisdom, understanding, culture, power, equality, and 7 is God.
Yep.
So 7 o'clock is the God. That's my favorite number. And plus, over in Cali, it's evening time, or it's you know they getting off of work.
They're 3 hours behind us.
Yeah,
right?
they getting off of work.
Yeah.
So if I used to put my stuff on early in the morning, but they still sleep over there. Mm-hmm. You understand? So I picked the God Hour. I've been going with the God Hour ever since. Yeah.
Dope. That's definitely dope marketing. The way you connect it all and everything.
Yeah.
7, that's amazing. That's what artists got to do. Go ahead.
Marketing. I was gonna say, speaking of marketing, right? Mm-hmm. When I had first met you, you came out with Snow Day.
Right.
And then you had the birds. Yeah. And I remember saying to you,
what you know about them?
Don't leave me alone. I'm listening. I'm learning.
You had the birds.
But yeah, you came out with that, and I was like, yo, that's dope. Like, what made you come up with that type of marketing?
So to be honest with you, the brick was 2 things. It was familiar, and it was something that I know that nobody did. I heard afterwards. I heard that Pusha T may have done a brick. I never saw Pusha T do a brick, and I don't follow that brother, so I wouldn't have known that he did that. But as far as I knew, and every label that I went to, that when I went to the label, they was calling their marketing departments down. Shout out JoJo Brim at 300. Shout out all the labels that I went to. They was calling people. This is marketing. They didn't say we saw this before. This has been done. They said, oh no, you shrink wrap the brick? You mean I gotta cut the bird open and I gotta get the hard drive out of the brick? And I had flakes in there. You understand?
You had flakes in there too?
You got real descriptive.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know all that.
Yeah, I had flakes in there. So, and then I sold the bricks for $100, and right now they on eBay for $800. I see people selling them on eBay for $800.
Really?
It's on the damn.
And you only had a limited amount, right?
I only had 100 of them, and I sold them for $100. Well, actually, I ended up making 15 more, so I had 115 of them.
Great God brick went for $100.
$100, and that was literally like, now mind you, Great God, that Snow Day was my first project, so I had to be very confident to say, yo, you know what, I'm putting this out, and I feel like I could get $100 for this.
Nah, the way you did it though, look at the cover art. You're in the driveway with the shovel, razor blade.
Yeah.
You really put some thought into this shit, like.
Yeah, man. Travis Chapman. So that artwork, Travis Chapman really put the thought into that. I can't, I'm not a credit thief. I'm a flower giver. He thought of that. He did that. You know what I'm saying?
It all went together.
But it all went together nicely, and people saying, I heard people say that was the best artwork in hip hop history. Somebody said that. That was important too. Somebody that I respect how they, they feelings, and I respect their opinion, and I'm like, word. And he like, nah, that's different. That's the one.
I remember saying that the little man he actually had the mask, your eyes and everything on it. So that was definitely down to the T.
Yep. Yo, and shout out to Dom at RRC, who actually gave me my first vinyl deal. Shout out to Dom. When I did when I did Snow Day first, I had a black mask on. I didn't have Snow Day on the Garage. I didn't have Great God on the razor blade. He did all of that. So it just, and that's the beauty about having a great team and being humble enough to allow somebody to help you and somebody to give you ideas. Because a lot of people we get in our own way by not being humble. So he was like, "Can I change it a little bit?" I'm like, "Yeah, change it. Let me see what it looked like." And it turned out immaculate. So shout out to Dom at RRC Vinyl. Yeah,
that was dope. And this, boom bap lane that we're in, things like vinyl merch is very big.
Important.
You feel what I'm saying? So what do you tell the independent artists who want to hop in this boom bap lane as far as even trying to get a vinyl deal? Like, what's the steps to even achieve something like that? Like, you know what I'm saying?
To be honest with you, I don't really feel like I feel like if it's dope, they're gonna come to you, because I was told yo, you're gonna have to do this, and you're gonna have to take these steps. You probably gonna have to put out 3-4 projects before you get a vinyl deal. Special told me that. He said, you probably gonna have to put out a couple joints, and you're gonna have to become a household name, and you know what I'm saying, and really get rocking in this lane, and then you could get a vinyl deal. I ended up getting a vinyl deal my first time out the gate.
Out the gate.
Out the gate, I got a vinyl deal.
Put that fish grease out there.
So I would say to the young guys and the people out there, don't let nobody tell you what you can and can't do. Maybe that's the path that you had to take. Maybe that's what you had to do before you reached that stage. But that ain't what I had to do. They offered me a vinyl deal and paid me, and I got an advance. Now, mind you, I don't have no music in the arena. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
So obviously, I was blessed to be in that position to get that deal. But I mean, not even just special, but a lot of people told me, yeah, well, you got to do this, you got to do that, and I didn't do none of it.
Could it be due to relationships that you had prior to that?
Nah, because I had never met. He way in the UK. I had never met.
He just ran into you.
I never met the God. Never. I still.
So
haven't
what made him give you the binders? Did you go? So he found you. Off of what?
I started buzzing on the internet, putting those freestyles on there, being consistent on my page.
Yep.
He saw the artwork. He saw the diligence.
So this is after. Obviously, it has to be after Snow Day came out.
Yeah,
so they seen the Snow Day. Okay.
After it came out, and then he was like, "Yo, you know what I'm saying? Let's do a situation." And I already just had in my mind, because of what I had been sold, that I wasn't probably gonna get no advance, and I wasn't going. You know what I'm saying? And that it just turned out to be the opposite of what I thought it was going to be.
So when Snow Day came out, you was putting out other freestyles during Snow Day when the Snow Day was out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So people was listening to Snow Day, but also was getting new content, new freestyles. He was still feeding them. So he was hitting them double whammy.
That's how I do on my gram now. Y'all see, I still feed them. I still go crazy. I find a beat, go crazy to it, put it on my gram, and won't put it on YouTube or nothing else. Just my gram, because I want to build my presence on Instagram. So I would isolate my music and only put it on the gram. People like, yo, you gotta start putting stuff on your YouTube, and you gotta start putting it on Spotify. But I really wanted to build a rapport with the people that I knew was gonna deal with me, so that when I do put out a project like Power, and I say, yo, I'm going live at 7 o'clock at the God Hour, you can only buy this Power mixtape on my live. I made $3,000. I made $2,500 in the first hour. The first hour. Now, mind you, I'm not ashamed to say it, my Spotify numbers ain't high as all these other dudes, right? So my Spotify check might be $300 every month from my streams. I made that when I made that night, it would have took me a year to make that on Spotify. But I had to test myself. I had to say to myself, let me see who really messed with Great God. And I put my Cash App up. I did a listening party on my live, like I'm getting ready to do on the 7th coming up for the Re-Rock EP, and they bought it directly. I ain't got to split no bread with nobody.
Where would you say your biggest supporters are? Overseas?
Biggest support? Yeah, I would have to say overseas. Yeah. And I would have to attribute those overseas fans a lot to my god brother Rock Marcy, because he got a huge following overseas and in the States. But I definitely saw a switch when he started posting me and he started putting me in his story. Before we even had a situation together, before we even decided to work together, he was doing that. And I saw all of these overseas people following me just from him doing that. Yeah.
So it's definitely important to put your content in front of strangers.
Yeah, absolutely. The strangers is the one that, like, the people that I don't know and never met. Those are the ones calling me, talking about the music. Those is the ones that's checking on me when they don't see me post for 3 or 4 days, or they don't see me in my story. Yo, God, how you feeling? You all right? I'm just making sure everything good.
These are people that you don't know.
I don't ever even met them, bro.
And they show you the most love.
And they showing, and it's genuine love too. You know how many strangers, bro, people that I never even met, sending me money? My son locked up. They sending me money. Shout out my man, Pusher Man. He just, I only knew him because we doing an EP together. But when he came to my crib yesterday, he like, yo, here, get that to your baby boy. Just give this to Jocko and get this to your son. It's real, like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, Great God, what's your Cash App? I give him the Cash App, and then they say, yo, this for Polo, this for your son. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, that's why I deal with them, but you know, that's why I talk to them.
Talk to your fans. Talk to your
interact
fans.
with them.
Yeah.
I'm not one of them dudes that it got to be DJ Premier to leave a message on my thing before I reply. But what about all the other people that saying they love your music and you ain't speaking to them, but you might only speak to your fellow artists or whatever? I'm going to talk to as many people as I can.
You're doing the right thing, my brother.
And that's why I hate my DM right now. I appreciate you. I hate my DM right now because now it's getting crazy. Now it's 4,000 people watching my story, and it's harder to talk to the people.
But that's a good problem. That's a good problem.
It's a good problem. It's a good problem.
Something is good problems. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta get a team, somebody else who can log into your joint and designate somebody just to go through your DM. You know what I'm saying? And let you know, like, okay, we got all this. What you want to reply to these people? And you know what I'm saying?
But the fact that they helped when I was in time of need, Frank, it's like, man, I can't turn my back on that. And now that my DM is dumb like that, I went and got a phone for my fans.
Yep.
My phone number is 855-777-GAWD. That phone number will go live.
That's that Mike Jones shit.
That phone number will go live at 7 a.m. on the 7th. So if they got to talk to me, if they want to talk, I mean, you know, don't abuse it, but they respect it. You're going to be able to call and talk to me when you got a problem now. Because guess what? When I had a problem, y'all was checking up on me. So that's what I'm giving back.
Is it going to be certain hours? Are you going to do it from like 7 to 11? Or you like
it depends.
7 to 7?
If, you know, I got a lady problem. So, you know, if it gets hectic, then, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Then I might shut it down early. But for the most part, yeah, I'm going to just leave it on.
Damn, that's another good marketing thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it on.
High five over the wig, man.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
For real.
All right, whatever. All right, so
I can't keep you down like this. I gotta go. You feel me?
So you having so many people in your DMs. I'm pretty sure you got a couple of producers in your DMs wanting to send you beats and stuff. How are you on picking beats through that?
That's a good question. Picking beats is getting harder and harder because so many people want to. They want to work. You know what I mean? They want to collab. They want to attach themselves to the brand that we building over here. So I get 6-7 producers a day at least. Where do I send beats to? So usually what I do is I pick a day and I just go through the beats, or either I go live and I play the beats. You understand?
That's another way.
And I talk to the producers and you know what I'm saying, and let the people help me decide. But yeah, man, it's hard right now. It's just so many. It's so many top name producers that's reaching out, and then you know the people that I'm already dealing with. It's like I got star-studded guys, you know, like Havoc and Rock Marcy. We got you know what I'm saying, and Nicholas Craven and my man Whip Beats and Thanos Beats and all of these monsters, man. You know, my man Goldfingers. So right now, what I'm really doing with all of these records is just building a library, because I got Sammy Jesus. He need beats all the time. He's an animal, like
part of the God Squad.
Yeah, he right. So now the God Squad. Now we got our own personal in-house beats. You understand? So if Young Amsterdam call me and say, yo, I need some records, I got them. If Block call me, I need some records, I got them. If Mars call me, if Sammy call me, if Louis call me, here go the. You know what I mean? We got records in there to pick from. So it's like. That's what I'm using it for now. But it's when I pick a beat personally though, like I gotta like it in the first 4 or 5 seconds. If I come up with them bars and I hear it and it come fast, it's like nah. I load it up. I record all of my songs myself. I recorded that whole Snow Day myself. Sent it to Parks. Shout out Parks and the Joe Budden podcast.
He engineered it.
Yeah, he engineers all of my joints, mixes all of my joints. Gets them back quick, have them sounding immaculate. So
we tell independent artists, basically, get your own studio, record yourself, the raw vocals, send it to somebody who can mix it down the right way, send in the stems to the beats. Make sure when y'all, matter of fact, when y'all get other producers, make sure you get the stems to the beats as well, because the beat has to be mixed down.
Right.
And then have your own studio, record your own vocals, so that can get mixed down. You feel me?
Yeah.
And send that over. Yeah. Instead of paying, so you think that's a better way than paying a whole studio if you can't really afford it, or what?
Yeah, I think it's better. I mean, you know, the days of having a studio, like we always had buildings.
Yeah.
Like we always had a building with a studio in it, a studio A, B, and C at one point. We had for years. But we would never let nobody come in there and record. You know what I'm saying? It would just be me, Sammy, Doza. You understand? Louis was locked up, so it would just be us in there. Heck, there would be the family in there. So you don't really need all that no more. You could get it done with. When I started watching Wayne and them recording in they dressing rooms on the tour buses in hotels, I said, oh nah, this is easy. Like I don't even need all of that.
Yeah, because basically all you have to do is basically get the raw vocals first. You know what I'm saying? And then you can send it to somebody else to get mixed down.
All right. So before we end it, I was gonna ask, have you ever thought about getting into producing?
So I started off making beats. So absolutely, I just bought an MPC with the keyboard with the built-in MPC in it. The 61.
61. Okay.
Yeah, so I
got the MPC live.
Oh, word? Yeah, I started off making beats before I was even. Yeah, I was making beats early. That's a story that we had talked about that I probably should really give my brother over here to my left that interview, because he was around, man. And when I decided to tell him stories, I know he know the era, and I know he know that what I'm saying is accurate. So we're gonna come back at some point.
Oh, definitely.
With the bare face. And we're gonna talk about all of that. But yeah, producing is something that I'm definitely getting back into. But right now, I wanna put an EP out that I produce on I wanna produce it and rap, and you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And do all of that.
So I know you have the God Squad, and you do a lot of features with them.
First of all, shout out to my guy Sal Pacino, God Squad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
CT,
shout out to Sal.
Yes. Stand up.
Big shout out.
Big shout out to my guy Sal Pacino.
And my DJ TKO. Yep.
Shout out to
TKO. Big Mass in the building.
Features, other features, people paying you to do features. Are you big on that? You're not with that? Like if they was to be like, 5 G's right now, are you with it or no?
Yeah, I mean, so listen, for the feature for me is never gonna really be about the bread. It's more features, trust me, that I went feature crazy. That's another thing that got me lit. I think during the pandemic, I think they said I did like 34 features. So I was doing mad features, and a lot of them I wasn't getting paid for. I just started really demanding or saying, yeah, I want some bread. But it's a lot of features that if I like the record and you tell me like, yo, I really ain't got it, so like the budget ain't really there for me to, and I like the record, I'm gonna do it. Cause that's what I do. I'm not one of them dudes that's going, I'm gonna do it. But what I am not going to do is this. Features that just because somebody hot, knowing I don't like them or knowing I don't rock with them, but just because they hot, we going to pretend like we friends, or we going to pretend like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm cool on them features. And like I was telling Sammy on my way here, he about to drop his EP, right? The same day I dropped mine. And I'm not even on his EP. When I did Snow Day, I didn't have but one feature on there. Hell Rail was on there. So it was like, it's good to do them records without, because now I know they like Great God. When Sammy joint come out, they like Sammy Jesus. Yeah, we know that. A lot of these people don't even know who their fan base is, because they only hot because their crew was hot. A lot of y'all got on by default. Let me just say that. Don't confuse Great God with a lot of these dudes that got on by default. If you got on because your man was hot and he brought you in, you got on by default. Great God started all the way over. I asked you chumps for a couple verses a couple times, and I'm glad y'all never did them. Wallahi, I'm glad you never did them, because you can't say you helped me. I'm glad you didn't do them. I'm glad, because probably the verse probably would have been piss anyway. I got a lot of features that I did before, prior, with big name artists that I could show you on my laptop, and you'd be like, why you never put that out? Because I didn't like the verse he sent. So I'm not doing no verses, and I'm not eager to do no records with cats just because they hot. You gotta be talking that talk. And thank y'all once again. Everybody that I asked to do a feature and didn't do it, I appreciate you. Thank you. You saved me.
Talk that shit.
So he said he forced the win from the bottom.
Nah, straight up and down. I didn't have nobody that was hot. You understand? It was me and it was Sammy Jesus. Simple. Me, Sammy Jesus. That's it. Putting music out, putting the records out, and that's that.
So you did a lot of, because you had a lot of marketing plans, a lot of marketing schemes. You put a lot of money behind that. So the future money that you thought about spending, you spend that on actually marketing and promoting.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. And then
But I'm not knocking for features. I'm not gonna sit here act like if you fuck with a rapper and you like, yo, I want this guy on my record and you got the bag, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Don't you know what I'm saying? That's my opinion. I don't know what you're saying.
And don't steer away from. I'm not saying that I don't want y'all to ask me to do a feature. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's records that I am gonna do, but I'm just not gonna do the trendy records just for the simple fact that it's trendy.
Yeah.
Like just because you hot, I'm not calling you about no record, and I would like for you not to call me. That's all. I would like for you to leave the God Squad right where we at. Y'all ain't been liking, y'all ain't been reposting, y'all ain't been tagging. You know what we did. You know who started this. You know who really started this. So leave us alone. Let us be. We don't need the alley-oops now. We alley-ooping each other. We don't need no outside alley-oops. We alley-ooping each other.
Got his own wave.
Rock Marcy threw me the alley-oop, and I came through and dunked it. Shout out Rock Marcy. And Rock Marcy didn't know me from nowhere. You know all these. You know a lot of these.
So hold on, break it back.
You know a lot of these suckers that I done helped and alley-ooped. If I put you in my story, I did not just say I got 4,000 people in my story.
Right.
I showed them proof. I done screenshotted it. You understand? If I put you in my story, it means something, son. So imagine if on my way up I was putting you, I was having DJs play you on the radio. You understand? Imagine if I'm at the label trying to get a deal and I'm bringing your name up, trying to get you a deal too. But we'll talk about that another time. So we don't need no alley-oops now. My team is strong. We good. And tread lightly too, because we fed up. So tread lightly. When y'all start talking about pioneerage and things of this nature, tread lightly.
Because you got the motherfucking history to prove it. You got
the history can never. Listen, the history is embarrassing for y'all. Let's say that, and I'm gonna leave that at that.
Okay.
Because guess what?
What's up?
Let's say this last thing.
What's up?
Pictures don't lie. So when you talking about you was this and you was that, and you was this and you was that and you was this and you was that,
fraud.
You never took no picture in no club. You never you gotta show and prove that it's that. And that's why these dudes is, hey, you notice I only had one person that went against what I'm saying and try to say it ain't that.
And you gotta have something. I mean, that's just the balance of life.
And that's why I don't get and that's why I don't.
You gotta have somebody saying somebody heckling saying something.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
They did it.
The motion you got going on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Somebody got to say something. But you got to make it make sense too, because guess what?
You gotta make it make
I had a camera with me since '93. I could show and prove. I don't even have to tell the story.
Big content.
The people gonna tell the story for me. They gonna tell you what was going on. They're gonna tell you what was going on, and if they don't want to tell you, then I got Polaroids before. You understand? You think 1,000 words got Polaroids? I got Polaroids.
You got 1,000 words.
You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Latin quarters, tunnel, all that type of.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That shit.
I got Polaroids, Lord.
Okay, all right. Big content in the building, motherfucking building.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you do got a heckler out there on the internet going crazy on you. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
I kind of didn't want to even bring that up because I feel like even bringing that up is giving him some type of he's not even worth it. But go ahead.
I mean, it's not about being worth it. It's just that people sometimes. I mean, how do you feel about that? Sometimes when people say stuff, do you want to ignore them? The famous Jay-Z line, "I'm in the air, I don't hear your corny raps. I don't hear you." You know what I'm saying? Or do we want to sometimes address things, because once things start getting out in the media, and if you don't address it, sometimes these lies become the truth to the people. You feel what I'm saying?
So to certain people, a lie will become the truth if you don't address it, right?
To certain people, okay.
But
that's the key word.
I don't fight fire with fire. I fight fire with water, which is the wisdom. So I'm gonna and you got to be of a certain caliber. You have to be. You can't be what a munafiqun is. That's a person that's a munafiqun is somebody that professes to be one way but doing the opposite, right?
Yeah.
So if you bashing somebody the whole month of Ramadan, the holy month of Ramadan, where you ain't supposed to be cussing, making love, doing nothing, if you're the greatest sin that a Muslim brother can do is to have the flesh of his brothers back in his mouth. So if you doing all of this bashing during the holy month of Ramadan, but you telling me that you're a Muslim and you professing to be righteous, I can't. Why do I need to entertain that? You showing who you are. You understand? And then, like, for me, it's like everything that's being said, I already said it.
True.
Everything that's been said, I already said it. All you gotta do is go back to the interviews. Perhaps you wasn't watching, family.
Right.
Perhaps you wasn't watching. Perhaps you need to do a little bit more journalist work. But you know, you can't win when somebody when the playing field ain't level. If somebody put a comment, right, or if somebody make a post and then somebody go to the other person's back and you erase the comment where they was going in your defense, the playing field ain't level. You understand? So what? That don't make no sense. You just got to be who you are when I see you.
But I also feel by him doing what he did to his viewers, if they didn't know who you were, now they're going to look to see who you were, and now they're becoming fans of you.
Right.
So I also feel like it was like a slap in his face too, because I'm pretty sure you got a couple of fans off of what he did.
Yeah, I probably did get a few followers, and the more importantly though, what I didn't get was my DM wasn't flooded with why this, are you this, it was never a question. I got 2 messages, and both of those messages end up being reversed to where they was like, well, why you answer me, why you don't answer son? But then they said, dang, you know what, you right. The way you just broke that down, I get it now. Like, it don't even make sense. We're not here for that. We're not here for that. I'm not gonna be tricked off the streets. You understand?
Yeah.
So, you know, that's that.
So you being from upstate and Rock being from upstate, how did y'all meet up? What's the first? Obviously, you guys knew each other before.
Who? Rock Marcy?
Yeah, Rock Marcy. Yeah.
No, Rock Marcy. He from Hempstead. He from out here.
He from out here, but he wasn't. He don't be upstate at all. Like what you mean?
What you thought that because he grabbed Stove God and he had everybody?
Nah, I'm thinking that he was, from
No. Rock is from Long Island. Hempstead.
I know he's from.
To be exact. Yep.
But he never moved up to upstate at no time, no point in time or nothing.
Nope. And I met Rock through Ito. I was shooting a video with Ito, and I was just telling him like,
he's definitely heavily tapped in with upstate.
Yeah,
artists,
you know
what I'm saying? I'm thinking.
But you would think. I see that in the comments a lot too. They be like, dang, how you keep finding all these beats from up there? But he just tapped in. He just one of them people that got an ear, and he know when he hear it. You understand? So yeah, that's who he is. But yeah, man, I was on a video shoot with Ito, and I was telling him like, I wanted a Rock Marcy beat, and he called him right on the phone right then and there. I was like, yo, my bro nice. He want to do some music. He had me send him some records. I sent him some records, and that turned into us having conversation after conversation, and which led into, man, you great, I'm great. I ain't scared of your light. Let's put it together and make it. You know what I'm saying? Make something bigger. So that's how that happened.
How did I think that then? I'm bugging. My bad, I gotta get my facts straight. Damn, Frank Nino. But yeah, I'm thinking that, Rock Marcy is from upstate. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Okay, all right. So do you ever get any comparisons with like you with Stove God? Because Rock Marcy was working hard with Stove God. You know what I'm saying? Then now he's working with the Great God. You know what I'm saying? So have you ever got any like type of comparison, some type of, you know what I'm saying? No.
Nah, I never got a comparison to Stove God. The only comparison I ever got that I would see was RJ Payne. They would be like, you sound like RJ Payne, or you and RJ Payne sound alike. But that ain't a bad comparison.
No.
RJ Payne is a maniac. He a beast. So yeah, but that was the only I never got a Stove God comparison. Nah. I'm
not saying as far as sound. I'm just saying like, both of y'all being, you're not even really from Syracuse, but you from there, like you there, like you done adopted that. You know what I'm saying? Right. He's from there. You know what I'm saying? You guys, both of your names got God in it. Both of y'all fuck with Rock Marciano.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you know how fans get. You know how people get. They try to,
Yeah.
Mix and mingle the situations, and you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, no, I never got a comparison. I think that what I do and what Stowe do is so far different. You know, the content might be, or the subject might be the same. We might both be talking about work, but the way we attack it and the way that we do it is altogether different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. No, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Both definitely got different sounds and shit. You know what I mean? But both of y'all are definitely very descriptive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When it comes
doubt.
to that talk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, so that's definitely true.
So you don't drink, you don't smoke,
Never drink.
you don't do
never
drugs.
Smoke. No.
Your writing creative process, what's that like? Do you write, or do you just automatically just straight to the mic?
Straight to the mic. I watched somebody do that for a long time and didn't really understand it. And I used to be frustrated recording them because it's like they would have to do a couple bars, go get high, do a couple bars, come back, go get high, come back and do a couple more bars. So I used to always be frustrated with my homie, like, damn, this shit is crazy. So we would write. But what I learned about just doing it the opposite way is that you get the raw emotion. That's why my shit be so emotional, because I'm not reciting it. I'm really just recollecting. I'm taking the situation that happened, and I'm just really recollecting what I'm saying. If I write it down now, you know, which ain't nothing wrong with writing. Sometimes it depends on the record too. If it's one of them records where I know, like, okay, this one of them ones, I probably write it down. But other than that, those street stories, I'm just going in there and, you know what I'm saying? I'm a few bars at a time.
Shortest verse you wrote?
The shortest?
Shortest amount of time?
I would say them verses they all be like 10, 15 minutes. Yeah.
The longest time it took you to write something?
The Rock Marcy record, the Larry Bird record. Yep, the Rock Marcy record, me, Sammy Jesus, and Just One was in the studio. And that was the longest. You know, obviously, I know that the world gonna hear it. Obviously, it's Rock Marcy. You understand? He like the underground Jay-Z. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's Jay, he's Hov. So it's like, I can't mess this up. This is my shot right here. You know what I'm saying? I got to be ready for it. I'm trying to own my moment. And then the beat was like 5 bars. It wasn't a 4-bar loop. So yeah, that took me the longest. That shit was longer than the OJ trial.
So your favorite song off of the Snow Day?
Wow. I would have to say 12-12s. Just because 12-12s is dope to me. Shout out Peter Rosenberg and Paul Rosenberg. But 12-12s was good because Paul Rosenberg, which is the head of Shady Records and the head of Shade 45, he called Ron Mills, which runs Sirius Radio, and said, you got to put Great God 12-12s in regular rotation. Mind you, like I said, it's my first project. That don't really happen. I didn't have to pay nobody. You understand what I'm saying? So that record right there was, for me, a special. Plus it was like, you know what I mean, me and Whip Beats. That was one of the first joints that we did. And that just, I don't know, that it's the first record on the project, and everybody just gravitate to that record. I could perform it without messing up. You know what I'm saying? It's a good energy, and yeah. I would say 12-12s is my favorite. Either that or Thanks for Nothing.
Yeah. How was that meeting when Rock Marcy walked into the Rock Nation building? You know what I'm saying? Did you?
Yeah, amazing.
What was that about? Like, run us through that.
So, that day I was nervous. I was nervous because.
So bring us before that. Like, so what? Rock Marcy like, yo, I got a meeting with us with Rock Nation.
Well, so
you know, like,
so what happened was, Rock called me like 2 days before, and he was like, yo, you in the city? I'm like, yeah, I was in Brownsville at the time. And he was like, yo, well, make sure that you pull up for the meeting. And I'm like, where the meeting at? And he was like, we you know, I'm going to do my situation at Rock Nation. And I'm like, oh shit, you want me to come with you? He's like, yeah, bro, like, what you talking about? Let's go.
So you had no clue?
I had no clue. I ain't have a DJ clue what was going on. So he like, yeah, come with me, son. I'm like, word. Another stand-up notch for this guy. This guy got all type of stripes. You feel me? He got more stripes than the niggas in Queens with that Adidas shit. So I'm like, damn, son. And I met him over there, man. And I had my nephew with me, which was dope because he got to see it. But I remember on my way there, I was in the back seat of my car, and I was looking. It's I actually got a picture when I was on my way up there. I'm looking out the shades in the back seat, and I'm thinking to myself like, damn, man, I'm really about to get a shot. And then I was emotional because I felt like that my brother should have been there, Thump Mendoza. And so those emotions, that happiness turned into a little bit of emotion. We pulled up in front of the Rock Nation building, then the excitement came back. And, they walked us around the whole building, gave us a tour. They knew who I was. Like, I didn't know that, you feel me? It's really about my bro. I didn't know that they was going, that they knew who I was, and they was, excited about what I had going on and things of that nature too. I never forget we went in Lenny S office with the gold couch, the infamous gold couch, and Rock and Animos was taking pictures. So mind you, I'm one of them guys that I'm just gonna sit back and I'm not gonna force myself into this picture, or understand? I'm just gonna fall back, and then he like, yo, Great God, come on, like, what you doing? So I'm like, oh, okay, So then, we went in there, took those pictures. Like, how long I've been watching people with that on that gold couch. You understand? I've been seeing people taking pictures in front of that gold couch, and to be in that atmosphere, and just knowing like, oh, we really gonna get a shot. He giving me a shot, and I'm gonna be able to give my brothers a shot. Like, that was just beautiful. And then Louis V came home right on time. You understand? Like, it was crazy. My bro Louis V did 23 years. As soon as we got the situation, he came home to the situation. And now I'm sending Rock Sammy G songs. I'm sending him Louis V songs, and he like, yo, this shit is crazy. Like, both of them niggas is crazy. I'm like, yeah, they brothers. And he like, what? I'm like, yeah, they blood brothers, bro. He like, oh, this is crazy. So now, we're all gonna be able to get a shot. So that day was that was one of them days, man.
So how's that deal structure? So it's Rock Marcy got distribution through Rock Nation, and then gave. So you have your own label deal as far as God Squad as well, or? Nah.
So my situation with Rock is I signed with Rock, and we doing a EP together, 2 EPs together. So he's the distro is through Rock Nation
for the 2 EPs.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So yeah, man. When we released this joint, the Great God and the Rock Marcy. So one of them I'm doing by myself. The one I just finished is just me. The second one is gonna
be. And that when I would just you, that's Rock executive producing.
Rock produced every record on there.
He produced and he's executive producing.
And he's executive producer.
Okay, yeah.
Right. And then the second one we doing is gonna be a compilation where we gonna go, like, in his words, we're gonna go back and forth like Ray and Ghost on every record.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So I feel like that I had him on FaceTime a couple of nights ago, and I've been holding the records that I did that he produced, and when I was playing him the records, he just smiling like, nah, we in great hands, son. Like, yo, this is gonna be this. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be one of them ones. And the better I do, the better I can set up Sammy. You understand? So I'm coming out like man. If y'all thought that Larry Bird verse was something, when you hear this Great God Rock Marcy album, man, it's different. It's different. It's special.
So the Rock Nation deal. So Rock Marcy, he has a distribution, and then are you signed to him as far as that? So if Great God want to put out a full length album, will it come out under what Rock Marcy got going on, or?
So that's an interesting question. Because I'm getting ready to put out the Re-Rock EP, and I just sent it to Rock today. And I do that out of the courtesy, like, yo, you want to put this out through your imprint, or I could do either one.
Yeah.
So Rock is this guy. I got a situation where I write songs for TV shows. Like, I just did one for Power, I did one for Baddies that I don't know if y'all saw that on my page. I would call him and be like, yo, bro, I got this situation. And he'd be like, yo, GREA8GAWD, you ain't gotta, like, I want you to win. Anything you want to do, I'm not here to stop you. I'm just here to enhance what you got going on. But I appreciate you asking, but nah, you ain't got to run nothing by me, God. Like,
so when he came to you, wanted to work with you, he didn't come with a formal contract saying, all right,
I mean, we did
I want to do 5 albums with you. You know what I'm saying? Like this, that, and the third. We're gonna do this split. You're gonna do a 50.
I mean, we did that.
40. Like what?
We did do that.
It was for the independent artists watching who, you know what I'm saying? You want to also teach.
Yeah, now I am under contract. Like, we have to do 2 EPs together. Well, we really got to do one, and then you got the second, right? You know, first right and refusal on the second. Like, if you want to say I want to do a second, then we got to do a second. But yeah, so we definitely got a contract together. But I'm just saying this, the leeway is there. Let me give you an example, right? Like my brothers, I've never had nobody on my team signed to me physically, right? And I'm sure that they would have all signed at some point if I asked them to. Yeah. But I would not. Until my situation is all the way together, what am I signing you for? I'm not gonna just sign you just to hold you. You my brother. You understand? Yep. So So with him, it's like, he just want to see me win, son. He genuinely want to see me win. He like, yo, like, you incredible. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I could show you the text messages that he send me back when I send him records, it's like, he like, man, you making some of the best music I heard. Great. Like, and you know,
I just want to see you win, man. I ain't got you in no.
He like, I don't got you in. Yeah, it ain't no thing where you. Yeah, man.
I'm trying to shine my light on you, man, and put you on that.
And that's a light that he not obligated to give me, and I don't see him give that light to many people. Yeah. I don't see him reaching. You understand? You know, Rock is all the way closed off. Like, you don't see him mingling and doing and co-signing and, you know what I'm saying, working with a bunch of people. So it definitely was appreciated. Everything that he do, man. You know what I mean? I tell him I appreciate him all the time. I talk about him in every interview. I don't care how sick they get of it. You understand? But that's just who I am. You know what I'm saying? I gotta show that love.
You're a flower giver. You said that earlier in the interview.
Yeah, man. I gotta show the love back.
Flower giver. It's all good.
But 2:45, Sammy Jesus, he's coming, man. He one of them guys, man. I'm talking about all the way different. That's who you gotta watch out for. So like how Rock Marcy co-signed me, and people are saying, well, if GREA8GAWD said that, it means something. Cause now I done got to the point with my voice to where they say, yo, they like, oh no, they think that I'm this. So I'm telling you, like what Rock did for me, Sammy Jesus.
I seen that on
Jesus
the radar.
with a G.
I seen his on the radar freestyle. He's definitely dope.
Nah, yeah. Oh, you saw that?
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah. I think that what the Gabe got like 3rd degree burns after that. When that fire that Sammy put in there. Yeah. There was definitely some burn victims in there. Yeah, burn victims.
All right. So not only are you into music, you are also into filming.
Right. Porn and etc.
Here we go. You film porn?
Yeah.
Oh God!
Just got my OnlyFans popping.
Okay, my God.
Wait, what is it?
I feel like you got the high five with a whip again for that one. You know what I'm saying?
I just got my.
Wait, what is it? What is it?
Oh, she on her phone trying to find shit.
She just ordered me.
We trying to find this porn.
She just ordered me.
I'm trying to find the OnlyFans. I want to go see what's going on. I want to see what's going on. Shut up, Frank. Here we go. So
you want to see what's going on at the God hour? Yeah. You might.
Yeah, but we gotta. I'm definitely into film. Definitely heavy into film. When I took a break from music, I got real into film. And once again, man, I know you keep hearing this name, but my brother, even if he wasn't my brother and he had never been the most loyal person to me, right? Even if he wasn't that, fucking Sammy Jesus is an amazing actor. Like, so we started a series called Young Gods, man, and Young Gods is actually gonna be on Tubi in 2 months.
Oh, okay.
It should be on Amazon Prime in 2 weeks, but it'll be on Tubi in 2 months. We got the Bars documentary, Buffalo, Albany, Rochester, Syracuse. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that yet. Trying to get at Steve Rifkin for that. We got the Sorry Mama documentary, which is a documentary where I go back and interview mothers that have sons that's been in prison, and just shows the direct effect of what happens when you go to jail. You don't go by yourself. The things that your mother have to go through, and the heartache and things of that nature that moms go through. So we wanted the target audience for that is to be able to show 5th and 6th graders, 7th graders, like, man, look at, this is the result when you go to jail. This is what your mama got to go through. These are the 7-hour bus trips she got to go through. She had to get she had to get another job and then another job to take care of you all over again. You understand, from making one simple mistake. So, that's for the young guys. And I just, went around and interviewed a bunch of mothers, and I put the trailer on Facebook. And once that trailer was on Facebook, it was like, it just spread and spread. And now I got emails of hundreds of mothers, literally, that want to tell their story.
Was that something you started before your son or because of your son?
So the idea I had before my son, and then when my son got locked up, then of course I really want to implement it and just show these kids, because it's very important, man, to know that one wrong decision, and I done made 1,000 of them. Like I definitely ain't supposed to be on this panel or on this show for like, for me, and that's what's so dope about this show. Like, I really had to force to win, you know what I'm saying? But I made a lot of mistakes, and I'm still here. So that's why I start to implement the knowledge and these jewels a little bit more and more in these records, because I did a lot, man. I did a lot of destroying, and it's time to do it the right way, though, and we got the opportunity to do it the right way now.
Definitely, man. Shout out to you for that, man.
Yeah.
Spreading knowledge, each one teach one, man.
Yeah.
Definitely. Although you had a question, you all quiet.
I'm waiting for you. I'm thinking about the OnlyFans. I'm waiting for the end of the interview.
You all stuck on OnlyFans too? You over here sweating all that?
The wig's about to peel up, y'all. The wig's about to peel up.
Man, our face looking, man. Is it greasy or something? What's up with you, man? Yo, what's going on over here, man?
You know what, Frank? Fuck you.
No, I don't know what's going on, man. You all stuck, yeah, and like, man.
You're the one that's always talking. So it's
I
like,
was always talking. I was just, slip my.
All right. So you have those projects. Anything else you're working on film-wise?
I'm still working on the Snow Day movie. We had to take a small turn in the Snow Day movie, and
why?
Yeah,
what happened?
We just had it. I guess to put it as blunt as I can put it, it was just too many miscommunications with me and the person that I implemented and the person that I chose to be in the joint, and we had some miscommunications that turned into situations where we didn't speak for a while. So, I just had to, and then he didn't want to be a part of it no more, and you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he asked not to be on the records that we did and to take him off of the thing. So it's all good.
Okay.
So we got to destroy and rebuild, but that's what I'm best at. That's what I'm best at doing.
Rebranding, destroy and rebuild.
Right.
I'm not mad at that.
That's definitely true, man. That's definitely true.
So so I'm still working on that. Like I said.
What's that about? Like, break it down. Like, what's like?
The Snow Day movie is kind of like Streets is Watching.
Okay.
So it's like a movie that incorporates the songs.
All right. Yeah.
So it might be a piece, a verse of this one, a verse of that one, but it all comes into a little half-hour episode.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Dope.
Because I'm into really putting some thought process into what I do when it comes to the videos.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not into going into yeah.
Well, through your marketing plan, what you prove, you're into just really thinking about things.
Right.
Yeah.
You just don't come out with music and then that's it. Like, you got a real 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, step process and how you think and how whatever correlates with your brand, you incorporate it, and you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Now, even if you weren't into film, right?
Yeah.
As an artist, videos. How important are videos to you? And what would you say it's an artist that's coming up? Should you have a video for each track that you come out with, or
at this point?
Because it's a different generation.
Like I got real movie cameras, but at this point, it really ain't no excuse not to have a video for everything, because you can really do it on an iPhone. I've seen a lot of iPhone videos that look good. I don't have a video for everything, which don't make no sense. And I got all these cameras and all these things to do it. But it's very important, the visual, because not only they don't care about what you say, they want to see it. You gotta, you understand? You gotta show and prove. So
yeah, a lot of things is visual content
driven. You can say whatever. There's so many rappers saying whatever that it don't even matter no more. They want to see it.
And that helps with your personality too, like see what's going on, like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Helps with marketing as far as that, man. Like so what we got TikTok, we got IG,
you got so many
we got
different
Snapchat. All this is video driven type of platforms that you gotta have content for.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely important to have visuals on deck.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And going back to your point, I mean, you can't be one man and do everything. Like you got the camera, recording yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like so how important is it to have a team to do each one of these things? Because you just said it sounds crazy for you to even say you have to have a video for every song and you don't have it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I think it's very important. I think that's the one thing that we lacking right now. And if you are an intern, if you edit, if you film, if you're an engineer, we building a team right now. And you got to, marketing. If you got a marketing, you don't even got to have a marketing degree. Because I don't have a marketing degree, and they told me that I had the illest
from the
marketing.
Streets, we from the hill. You hustling. You hustling. Got street marketing, nigga. Fuck you mean?
Right. So but that's one thing that Benny told me. He gave me the best advice, and he's like, "Yo, son," I said, "Well, yo, what's the best thing you did with your bread since you got it, Benny?" And he said, he bought a staff. He got his staff together. And that's one thing that we lack. And once we get a staff, and once we get the people that can do the things that's working when we sleeping,
and put them
we're
in
gonna
each
go up.
department.
Yeah.
As far as even sign up songs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You need a department to sign up songs for, say, Song Trust.
Song Trust, yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Media base.
Admin.
You know what I'm saying? Admin for all that,
Sammy need to be able to give me his album, and I need to be able to give it to somebody else. They're going to register it on ASCAP. They're going to do Song Trust. They're going to do Harry Fox.
Yep. You need, just for that part, you need somebody that's to do that, because each song, you gotta do each song. It's crazy. You can do a whole album with the same UPC code and you know what I'm saying, and get it. But if you dropping singles, which was what the game is driven mostly right now, like you need somebody to sit there and sign your song up so you can get every dollar off each stream.
You remember?
You know what I'm saying?
You remember I said I had a record on Shade 4-5, right? So they was playing 12-12s on Shade 4-5 4 times a day.
Were you signed up correctly at the time?
For 2 months. I didn't have my BDS. I didn't even have a song registered.
Independent artists, listen to what the fuck this man's saying right now. I'm here to teach.
I didn't have a song registered, and you know that those spins is worth something. You understand? So man, please get around somebody that can show you.
That right there is major.
Yeah, that's more important than really doing the records, man. It's like to get the business. Like I feel like that we just got the business. I just got the business straight, and now I can show Sammy how to get his business right.
I just got the business straight.
But the key word that he's saying right now is business. You have the music and you have the business. You got to know the business side. You got to be business orientated in order for you to get through.
Do you feel every artist should LLC themselves?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. You, like people.
Before anything, just like go wherever state you in, go find how to LLC your shit.
And owning your name. You understand? Trademarking. And ain't none of that shit cheap. LLCing you can get around it, but that trademarking is a monster. Because they want to know, are you putting it on a shirt? You putting it on a cup? You putting it on a plate? You want to do it in Germany? You want to do it in London? You want to do it in China? And all of it is thousands. Like it ain't no joke. It ain't no joke at all.
So you need a whole staff just to do that type of shit.
Yeah, man.
Like that's like the ground level. That's like the building the foundation. Yeah. Basically.
Yeah, I'm looking for. Yeah, so I'm currently trying to build a staff for the team, but yeah, man. And my brother will tell you, I say, yo, you want to put your record out on the God Squad Records, or you want me to show you what I've learned and put it out on your own label? That's who I am. You know what I'm saying?
What's that saying? Teach a man how to fish, he'll eat forever. But if you feed him, he's right.
Yeah, man. So but it's very important, man. I got to get my staff together, man. Once we do that, which should be in order by the end of the year. It ain't no excuse for me not.
But the most important thing is that you still was on go before you got your staff together. Because a lot of motherfuckers will not even do anything before they have a debit. Well, Ray God told me to get a staff, so I'm not doing nothing until I get a staff. You're not gonna get a staff if you don't start. You gotta start, get the momentum, and the staff's gonna come to you.
Nah,
you're gonna miss a couple pieces. It's okay. It's alright. It's okay. But you gotta get the momentum. You gotta go. You gotta make moves. You gotta force the win. And then the staff's gonna come. But have in the back of your head that you need a staff, because you ain't gonna be able to be independent and do this by yourself. This is why people sign to labels, sign 360 deals and all that, because they don't gotta do no thinking. It's all just sign your life away. You guys take care of everything and give me the crumbs.
And give me the crumbs.
You know what I'm saying? You get the fame. It might even own your name though, so you can't change your name when you leave.
You can't even put your name on a shirt legally.
So choose what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Be a seeker of knowledge, and also just want to know that you want to get information and grab it and just do what you got to do, man. Because at the end of the day, ain't nobody gonna do it for you, man.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
We can talk here all day though, man.
All
Shout out to the
day,
guy, great
for
guy.
real. Conversation great. Definitely.
I got way more shit to talk about, but you know,
we could do a to be continued. When they see this one, they gonna want to talk. We're gonna talk again.
So we're gonna bring it down to our last two questions.
Okay.
Me, I'm big on mental health, and with you going through everything that you're going through, right? And what does mental health mean to you? What do you do on a daily basis to keep yourself sane?
Mental health for me is big, and like I said, on a daily basis, I don't really get into a funk on a daily basis, right? So my motto is this, man. I don't generally have bad days. Just some days is better than others. You know what I'm saying?
That's the way to look at things.
That's why when somebody asks me how was my day, I don't really have bad days. Some days just be better than other days. But like, you know, of course, when I start thinking about my son that's locked up, and he was 18 when he got locked up, and he got to do 15 years. You know, that do take a toll on you. You know, that take a toll on your mind, and you know, but then I get out of that. You know what I'm saying? And I snap back, and I might go for a walk. You understand? Or I might make music. Like that's one thing that this music that y'all got it at the expense of what? That's why I love my supporters, because they know that they got this music that they getting through misery, through pain, through deaths. You understand? Through brothers dying, physical brothers, real brothers, street brothers, uncles. You know what I'm saying? It been a rough couple years. You know what I'm saying? Like honestly, it been a rough couple years, but just knowing that I got this opportunity, and I snap out of it fast. You know what I mean? I might stay in my little funk for a couple of days or whatever, but you know what I'm saying? Luckily I got good people that when I go on my DM, they asking, and they, you know what I'm saying? And certain people texting me and asking me like, yo, you good? You alright, son? Like, you know? So, you know, it make it a little easier to get up out of that. But yeah, man, if you going through the mental issues, man, you definitely need to find somebody to talk to. Even like, it could be, just find somebody to talk to. Don't try to troubleshoot it on your own, man. Try to find somebody to talk to, and just, you know, or either just talk to the homies. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it'll make you feel better. Word. But the music is the real therapy for me, man. That's why I can't wait to put out these new projects. Like this project right here is that myself entitled GREA8GAWD. And you know, it's my mother and my father on the front. Okay. So that's the self-titled.
The whole picture right there.
Yeah. So yeah, you don't know what I look like, but put these two and two together, these king and this queen, and
there you go.
You get the GREA8GAWD.
Get an idea.
Do you show your face?
Or you can go on that OnlyFans and get a.
I'm about to say, do you show your face on OnlyFans?
You still on OnlyFans?
Yes, I am. I'm stuck on OnlyFans.
GREA8GAWD, you got her stuck on OnlyFans. Hey, you got her stuck on OnlyFans.
I need to know.
I mean, they don't call me Pippi Longcock.
The world.
My God.
The world needs to know.
Shit. As soon as you turn the cameras off, she's going right on her phone. GREA8GAWD to motherfucking OnlyFans.
Wait, so does the mask stay on in the bedroom? That's what I need to know. Does the mask stay on in the bedroom?
No.
Okay.
I'm sweating and shit.
Jeez, the sweat dripping in my back. Jeez.
Now the mask yeah. Now if this was 10 years ago, then the mask might have stayed on. But I'm not into groupies, and I'm not leaving the show doing nothing. So, if you make it into that California king, it means something. You know what I'm saying? It means something. That means we got a bond. You know what I'm saying?
All right, man, we about to end the show, man. But give me a force to win story, man. When you're back against the wall, man, you gotta overcome an obstacle and reinforce that motherfucking win, man.
Oh man, I would have to say the force to win story for me would be, like I said, saying that I'm great God, and I'm getting ready to take over, and I'm getting ready to make a presence, and I'm gonna do everything in my power to make myself a household name. And it looked like I'm on the right trajectory. You understand? It looked like it's happening.
Definitely.
Alhamdulillah, it's happening right now.
We ain't give a
it's
fuck
happening in real time.
Real time. We don't care about ages and all that. Like, we're just swaggy dudes. It don't matter.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You forcing to win.
That's right.
You go against the grain.
Yeah.
You ain't put in no box. You got to be a young guy to do this, that, and the third. And
I'll be 64 next year, so
exactly.
I don't care.
Now I'm about to be 75.
I don't even mind saying it.
You know what I'm saying? That's it, man.
I don't look 64 on that OF page.
Can you stop talking about OnlyFans? Can you stop? Can you stop, please? You're doing something to me. Stop.
Well, they call me Pelvis Presley.
Jesus.
Oh, shit. Damn.
Well, guys, conversation was dope. There was definitely so much more we wanted to touch on, but we couldn't. But we'll be back for a second.
So much more what?
I don't say pause.
I'm too grown for that. I don't play that game.
But yeah, there's so much more we wanted to talk about. But we'll come back for a second round.
And next time it's gonna be with the mask off and all that. Wait.
So how long do we have to wait for the mask to come off though? Because I don't know if I want to wait that long for another interview.
Hairline today, you know what I'm saying?
Right, at least you got a little bit. I would give it another couple years.
Another couple of years.
When we on stage and there's 7, 8, 9,000, 10,000 people out there, and I got the documentary queued up behind me, I'm gonna take the mask off, shut all the lights off, and let them watch the doc.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, man. My guy.
I appreciate you, my brother.
What happened to over the wig? What happened to over the wig?
Oh,
Why it gotta be this way for?
We gotta bring it back. Gotta bring it back.
Thank you guys for joining us on another episode of Force to Win podcast. I'm your girl Leticia J.
And it's your boy Frankie Nino.
And I'm the guy that you might never ever see.
The guy that we want to see his OnlyFans, really.
Yeah, great God. Peace.